break for our good friend Kyle. He got not one, not two, but a whole case. So 5 pieces of the past. 1776, the Freedom Fighters edition. Whole case. We just did a group break of this, and Kyle decided, I don't want any part of that. I'm going to get my own. Kyle is a man who knows what he wants, and what he wants is awesome stuff. So let's get into this case. So as you can see, there's the 5 boxes. Oh my. All right. So let's get into the first one. Now, Kyle, I have to ask, do you want all, some, or one, or none of these boxes? No. Okay, we'll do. All right, we'll do. You never know, Sky. Some people are just like, no, I don't care. I don't want it. And I'm like, okay. You'd be surprised, Sky. But yeah, I'm sure you could do something with them, even if you didn't want to use them as like displays. Joseph Barnett. Lehman Hall, Colonial Williamsburg, and a triple. William Ellery, Stephen Hopkins, and Samuel Huntington. How's it going?
Still streaming?
Yep.
Okay. I'll leave it. Where's a good spot to leave this?
That's over there. It's fine.
Okay. Just read it, sign it. If you have any questions, go to Bobby Lynn.
Okay. Richard Henry Lee, George Reed, William Williams, Ben Franklin. General John Boyan, William Floyd, Frederick Lewis, Richard Henry Lee, Floyd, John Marshall, William Whipple, William Pekka. That's a new one. I haven't seen him yet. George Reed, Samuel Huntington, Abraham Clark, John Morton, Boston Tea Party, John Hughes, John Witherspoon, and Luis Joseph del Montecalm. So, French. Paul Revere. You have a Paul Revere relic. And you have Samuel Huntington, William Williams, Roger Sherman, and Oliver Wolcott for a quad relic for this box. Four rows? No. If there's anything, should be up there, but oh wow, that's pretty fair. Where am I going to get a good? Aha, this corner. Paul Revere, Chris McKean, George Sherman, Samuel Huntington. John Hart, Thomas Stone, Richard Stockington, and we got Thomas McKean. Williams, Paul Revere, Robert Morris, Samuel Huntington. Battle of Monmouth. Last of the Mohicans. Battle of Quebec, 1759. So that was the 7 Years' War. Also in America and Canada, it's known as the French and Indian War, if I remember correctly, because that should have been around that time, the 50s. In Europe, it was called the 7 Years' War. Independence Hall. Robert Payne, James Smith, Richard Lee, William Floyd, Battle for Long Island, Samuel Huntington, Philip Livingston, Samuel Adams. Was fighting me, so I'll go with this one first. Arthur Middleton. We have, wait, what? John Adams. Is this? What? Congratulations, you hold in your hands actual wood chopped by the second president of the United States and founding father John Adams in 1814. So this was part of like a box he made? This is insane. What? What? Sweet. Hey, you can see there's the wood. That's pretty awesome, Kyle. What? I'm still like... I don't know how we can top that. but we're going to try. Carter Braxton. Richard. Naval Battle. General Nathaniel Green. And we got Samuel Huntington, William Williams, Roger Sermon, and Oliver Wolcott. And this little bit of a, like a splinter. Or I guess like a slight tear in it? I don't know. On the back. Like a little imperfection. Huntington, Clark, Patrick Henry, John Hart. Paul Revere, Ellery, Francis Hopkins, John Marshall, Caesar Rodney, George Taylor, George Mason, Samuel Adams, Samuel Chase, John Witherspoon, John Marshall, Francis Hopkins, George Taylor, Charles Carroll of Carleton, Payne, Joshua Barlett, William Hooper, Richard Henry Lee on the red. That's pretty cool. Beer, John Barlett, George Tyler, John Marshall. Francis Lightfoot Lee, George Mason, Tom Nelson Jr., William Hooper, Thomas Lynch Jr., Tom Hayward Jr., West Point. That is now the premier military academy in the U.S. It's in New York. Betty Ross is the flag. James Wilson, George Ross, John Adams, John Witherspoon. Keane, Barlett, Ellery, William Floyd, Pennis Hall, 13-star flag, Paul Revere on the purple, and William Ellery. John Witherspoon. That's really cool. I like that you can see the documents on the back, what they took them from. Accidentally looked. Thomas McKean. I like the goldish refractor. I don't see it numbered. Well, there's the like of number like in their archive, but like not like a 1 of 1 or a. This is really cool. Looks like it came from a book of his. It's really, really cool. Morris, George Clamer, or William Floyd, James Madison. John Morton, George Washington, the Battle of Quebec, General Horton Gates. One of the things I did read that you could get out of here was part of George Washington's podium from his second inauguration, which is insane. And then I forgot about that until I pulled the wood from John Adams over there. And I'm like, oh my God, that's right. You can get those kind of relics in here. Thomas Hayway Jr., Carter Braxton, Carroll of Carrollton on the purple, which is pretty cool. Morris, George Mason, Frederick Hopkins, Philip Livingston. Williams, George Reed, Samuel Huntington, Abraham Clark, we got John Paul Jones, Thomas Jefferson, and Benjamin Franklin. That's pretty cool. And I somehow forgot that I had another pack here, so yeah. This pack is brought to you by Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, and John Paul Jones. They are now sponsoring this pack. The Liberty Bell, Arthur Middleton, Button Gwynute, and oh my, We have Samuel Adams, John Hancock. We have, okay, Samuel Adams, John Hancock, John Adams, and Paul Revere. And it looks like this top layer here is like a little, I first thought it was a smudge, but now I don't know if it's a smudge or if it didn't like adhere all the way down and it's gonna like peel up. That I can't tell. It might be like peel, like the top layer, like the plastic. So that I don't know. I want to say it's a smudge, but I can't seem to like get rid of it. So I think it's like this part didn't like adhere all the way down. So just be careful with it. Yeah, you can kind of see it in the light. Yeah. I'm going to top load it. To give a little extra protection. But I just wanted to make sure you were aware of that. Let's see what this last one is. Richard Henry Lee on, looks like the blue. Looks like he's talking about taxation. That's really cool. Yeah, it tells you what documents on the back all these things are pulled from, and that's just awesome. Love it. Thanks a lot, Kyle, for giving me the opportunity to open this for you. This was a ton of fun. I love history. I love pieces of the past. You make me want to get a whole case for myself. I hope you enjoyed. I know I enjoyed opening it all for you. So we will get this stuff out to you soon, Kyle. Take care. Greatly appreciate the order, man.